Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, this is a follow-up video to the news video that I dropped last night, talking about the glorious and legendary reveal of Titan Class Tidal Wave and Origins Wheeljack. This specific video is more so on updates of Tidal Wave, because there was a live stream on Facebook, and BMac and Sam Smith, who was a Hasbro designer for Transformers, they showed off Tidal Wave in this video, and there's a lot more in-depth images and stuff that was shown off and revealed during this live stream. So let's get right down to it and give you guys my opinion on all this stuff, as always. So we have a shot of the packaging art here, and I'm trying to see who it is that Tidal Wave is fighting here in the packaging art, but it's so low res that you just can't tell who it is, unless you guys are some like silhouette whizzes watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys can figure out who any of these bots are here in the promotion art. But Tidal Wave, he looks amazing. He looks Tidal Wave, Tidal Wave, Tidal Wave. I'm sorry, I was an Energon fan when I was a little kid in the 2000s. Hopefully we get that Energon repaint, by the way, either next year or 2025. I need it as a Generation Selects repaint. But looking at this guy from the live stream, man, the sculpt, the paint apps, even though from what I remember, the orange wasn't really in the animation model, I think it was more so the Takara version of the original 2002 figure. But still, the paint and the sculpt is immaculate on this figure. Absolutely fabulous. I could use every descriptive word in the dictionary on how good this guy looks. Like, it's just perfect. I love it. Every 2000s kid dream in one figure, basically. I mean, yeah, it is $200 something after tax, but still, I think this might be worth every penny. I don't know if he has mouth articulation or not. I mean, I'd assume since he is a Titan class, but it's hard to tell by the look of the head sculpt. There is some cuts there around the mouth that you would assume would be for a mouth joint, but that might just be the design for Tidal Wave's head from the anime. But the jet carrier, or the jet, or whatever it is, it looks really cool. This is like the mode where you don't have to split them up into 3 parts, and yeah, it looks imposing. It's massive, big. Now, this guy isn't as big as previous Titan class figures we've gotten. That is something that, in terms of, you know, this is over $200 after tax and shipping. I don't know. That's something that's a little bit weird to me and feels a little off for a Titan class figure. If you know, him being so much shorter than your average Titan class figure, you would think he would come with his minicon. I mean, it wasn't that long ago when Titan class figures were like $140 and you used to get 1 or 2 minifigures, electronics, a bunch of different features and articulated joints, individually articulated fingers, which it looks like Tidal Wave doesn't even have here. It's just one molded hand with 2 joints at the 4 fingers and 1 joint at the thumb. So it really seems like they're dumbing down Titan class, and I don't know, I really don't see too many people talking about this. Like, he's smaller than usual Titan class figures, and he doesn't come with his minicon, and it seems like he's even stripped away the mouth articulation and whatever extra features that he could have for the $200 price point that they just didn't seem to include here. So that's pretty much the downside that I see of this release, but I don't know, man. The hype of the new Tidal Wave, how good this figure looks just in general, I don't know. I guess I could look past this, and I'm sure, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of you guys out there are going to look past this and just buy them anyway, which is just how it is these days. But I just figured I'd throw that out there. This guy seems to be quite a bit smaller than past Titan class figures, and he looks like he does a lot less than your usual Titan class figure. But yeah, the jet mode does look pretty neat. I do like that a lot. And they do show off this base mode which looks okay. I can't even remember if he did do this in the anime. I'm pretty sure he did, but it's your typical Transformers base mode. Nothing too crazy or fancy about this thing at all anyway. But yeah, it is what it is. And looking at how he looks next to Legacy Armada Leader Class Megatron, yeah, you could definitely see he's quite, I mean, obviously he is in scale as he should be from the Armada cartoon. That's fabulous. I love that they actually did the correct scale. I mean, you could argue that he was more so regular Titan class scale within the Armada video game, in the IDW comics, in the Dreamwave comics, sure, but it seems like they really did go for just the animation scaling accuracy here, which I don't mind at all. But again, this is a Titan class $200 figure, so I'm expecting a bit more feature-wise here that it seems like we're not really getting. So looking at him next to Megatron, it looks great. I love the scaling here. It's perfect. And you can see he has the combined mode that I was talking about last night. We got a brief teaser of it last night when I was talking about it in that video, but now we finally have a more clear look at this. Is obviously not very descriptive pictures here, but he's got the two arm pieces and cannons on both sides of his arms. Looks like he's gonna have the backpack piece as well, maybe. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like a faithful combined mode for Megatron. Obviously, he's just missing his Leader 1 Minicon. You would think by now within Core Class they would be giving us their Minicons to go along with these Armada releases. It's just a mess Minicon wise with these figures. It seems like Hasbro really doesn't know what to do with the Minicon characters. I mean, the only one we've gotten so far is Jolt, and that was as a HasCon exclusive for $50, you know, so I don't know. I just hope maybe Tidal Wave comes with his Minicon and they just didn't show it off, even though I think that's highly unlikely. They would have showed it off for this live stream. But the combined mode does look pretty decent for what it is. I was never really too amazed by the combined mode to begin with, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video weren't too amazed with it ever either, but it is very nice that they were able to include this, and very genius engineering in my opinion. The combined parts store inside Tidal Wave, as you can see here, and it's not his actual body parts like it was in the show, because obviously you know, leader class figures, they're $60 now, but they can't include ratchet joints for whatever reason. So if it was Tidal Wave's actual body parts, it would be way too heavy for Megatron, since it's just friction joints and his limbs would just fall right down. He wouldn't even be able to hold a pose. So it was really genius of them to make it separate faux parts for him that store on the inside of Tidal Wave. I just hope those combined parts do a little extra and maybe interact with Tidal Wave, or I don't know. It just feels like in terms of a Titan class figure, he doesn't really have a lot with him. I mean, this thing's over $200, guys. You know, that's a lot of money. It may not be a lot of money to some of you watching, but I mean, that's $200 some for a toy. So I just hope they really did him right in terms of the features and the articulation that he should have. It's basically my only concern with this figure at the Titan class price point and scale. So yeah, other than that, I think they pretty much knocked this figure out of the park, and I'm really excited to see official images of this guy, early reviews of him, possibly from Prime vs. Prime next year, to really decide whether or not I'm actually going to be getting this guy right when he drops, because, you know, it's just that one thing that I've explained in this video that I'm a little skeptical on. But if the reviews sway me more than I already am, you know, tempted to get this guy, he is 100% going to be a day one purchase, because y'all know me, I'm a 2000s kid. I love Unicron Trilogy. I love that era of Transformers, and this figure is just a dream come true. I just love the way he looks in every single mode. Even the stupid and boring looking base mode looks absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about how this Tidal Wave is looking so far. All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, or if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motion photography or just regular display shelves in your home. You can either hit me up on any of my social medias or just email me and we could work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.